Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this doesn't really have anything to do with comedy, but I still think it's kind of funny. So I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast last night because he had Dr. Sanjay Gupta on. Whenever Rogan has a doctor or a scientist on, it's always an interesting conversation. It's also funny how Joe Rogan's not afraid to argue or offer pushback if he disagrees with the guests. Actually, my favorite episode is when he had Neil deGrasse Tyson on and Joe was arguing with him about aliens. You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson's very condescending.
All of what has been put forth as evidence for aliens, to me, is insufficient evidence.
I think there's aliens.
No.
Yes. I mean, there's multiple satellites flying through the universe right now taking images. We can do all that.
Oh my gosh. You don't think a video footage of an alien is not going to go viral instantly?
Are you familiar with Commander David Fravor of the Navy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know the story.
Everybody knows this, yeah.
They have no idea how it moved. There's no visible propulsion system. It was blocking their radar. It was actively blocking tracking.
This is what their sensors told them.
This time he had Dr. Sanjay Gupta on. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Sanjay Gupta works for CNN. He's been working there since the early 2000s. He actually used to be pretty famous back in the day. This is the same company, though, that claimed Joe was taking horse dewormer, even though they knew he was just taking human medication. Now, I'm not against science or anything like that, and I actually have my first jab. I'm still waiting to get my second one, but I think there's a huge problem with CNN. Because they're the biggest and most recognized news company in the world, they just decided to spread false information like that. And obviously they have doctors who work at CNN, so they knew it wasn't horse medication, but they decided to just flat out lie because they knew it would get views. I mean, on YouTube, clickbait is king, I guess, but you'd expect more from a news company, though. But here, Joe Rogan actually backed him into a corner and forced Dr. Gupta to admit that CNN lied. I thought it was pretty funny because he was trying to dodge the question, but Rogan wouldn't let him out. He wouldn't let him change the subject. He wouldn't let him. It was pretty funny. Here, check it out.
By the way, I'm glad you're better. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
it only lasted a day.
You're probably the only one at CNN that's glad.
No. We're not.
The rest of them are all lying about me taking horse medication. And we should talk about that.
That bothered you.
It should bother you, too. They're lying at your network about people taking human drugs versus drugs for veterinary.
Calling it a horse dewormer is not a flattering thing. I get that.
It's a lie. It's a lie on a news network, and it's a lie that's a willing... That's a lie that they're conscious of. It's not a mistake.
Yeah.
They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine.
Well, the FDA put this thing out. You saw that. Did you see that thing that the FDA put out?
What did the FDA put out?
It was a tweet, and it was snarky. I admit it. They said, "You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Stop taking this stuff," or something like that.
Why would you say that when you're talking about a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people, a drug that was responsible for one of the inventors of it making the
Nobel Prize
in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a drug that has been shown to stop viral replication in vitro. You know that, right? Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is...
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine. Like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
this
it with
right
you.
here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
I mean, what did they say?
They lied and said I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch
horse.
of other medications.
If you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease. And as you say, it's probably, I think what, 250 million people have taken it around the world?
More,
I get that.
Way more.
So
way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things on the ledger.
You have, before we get to that, does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied, just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer.
They shouldn't have said that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
You didn't ask? You didn't think that was you're the medical guy over there.
I didn't ask. I should have asked before
but they
coming
did
on
it
your
with
podcast.
such glee.
No,
Yes,
Joe.
they did. I watched.
You watched?
I watched.
You watched? No, I don't think there's
Yes,
glee.
they did.
I don't. No one takes.
Joe Rogan says he has COVID, taking livestock drug despite warnings. Yeah.
Jamie had to pull this up.
You want to play it?
Does she
This
have
is your
glee?
news network.
I'm gonna watch.
Let's see.
I'm gonna watch.
I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that one. These news companies have been lying about so many different things for such a long time, and they never get in trouble for it. I'm glad Joe Rogan was actually able to hold him accountable for once. Anyways, yeah, if you like my YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I usually post videos, compilations about comedy, and just trying to spread positive vibes.